Looking for your next car or need expert service? Number 7 Auto Mall has you covered. With hundreds of vehicles ready to drive, you can choose from top brands like Honda, Infiniti, Volkswagen, Toyota, Mazda, and Nissan. Whether it's finding your dream car or getting the best service, our team is here to make it happen at prices that fit your budget. Don't settle for less. Experience the difference at number 7 Auto Mall today.
All right, soccer fans, welcome into our second match of the day as you're tuned into the 2025 OPDL Under-17 Boys Cup Final between Cambridge United and Whitecaps London. We're getting the rosters and lineups read out here before opening kickoff as Whitecaps London will be wearing the white kits today. You currently see them on the left of your screen, and Cambridge United in the blue kits on the right as we prepare for opening kickoff here live from the stadium field at the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center. We'll be playing two 45-minute halves here in the boys under-17 final as these teams vie to make history here at the 2025 OPDL Cup. We applaud all finalists across the U15, 16, and 17 OPDL Cup who have excelled all season long on and off the pitch and succeeded in the face of adversity to earn a berth at this prestigious event. Join us live here at the venue or through our online match center. We're going to step aside for the playing of O Canada. It's the 2025 OPDL Cup Final in the boys under-17 division between Cambridge United and Whitecaps London, and the opening kickoff coming up next as you're tuned in to the live stream broadcast. And join us here this weekend live at the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center at the Stadium Field or online through Match Center as the teams this weekend make Ontario soccer history. And new this year, fans can enjoy even more coverage through Ontario Soccer's My Soccer app, powered by BMO, as you get a look at the Cambridge United lineup, including the starting 11, with keeper Liam Reese between the sticks wearing number 99 today. Fans can enjoy the My Soccer app, powered by BMO, featuring exclusive content like player interviews and behind-the-scenes footage you won't find anywhere else. Download the app for free today from the Apple App Store or Google Play Store, and don't miss any of the action here at the 2025 OPDL Cup. Let's get a look at the roster for the Whitecaps London FC squad that come out wearing their white kits today, and in between the posts they'll start Dominic Cabral as their keeper, and we'll see what they can do in terms of attacking presences. Keep an eye, of course, on Muratai up front, and Culietta working the midfield. Murataya threatening presence, and we'll see what Whitecaps can muster today. Boateng, certainly an impact player for them as well. Should be a great match here as the two teams get ready to get the action underway. Our second match of the day, the man, the myth, the legend, Martin Basil. He'll snipe you from anywhere. You better be on your best when you're here. He'll catch you. It's hot today, but we got some wind. Martin, I mean, what can I say? This guy, just legend. Let's just leave it at that. I don't want to get myself into too much trouble here, so. These two squads ready to tear it up on the pitch here today. Our first match, what drama we saw. Oakville SC storming back with a late match equalizer and then perfection in penalties, shutting out Liverpool in penalties to take the under 15 girls 2025 OPDL Cup final. Who will it be? Who will win it all in the boys under 17 Cup final? We're about to find out. This event would not be possible without our key partners. Toronto FC is the official founding premier partner of Ontario Soccer, as well as the co-presenting partner for the OPDL, the province's youth high performance league. Their commitment to the game in Ontario is unrivaled. Visit torontofc.com for tickets and more. The Canadian Premier League, on behalf of its Ontario-based member clubs, Forge FC, York United FC, and Atletico Ottawa, are also premier partners of Ontario Soccer and co-presenting partners of the OPDL. For updates and more info, please go to canpl.ca. And lastly, Gatorade. Don't forget, today's OPDL Cup action is fueled by Gatorade. Rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. About to get the opening kickoff underway as Cambridge in blue will work left to right across your screen, with Whitecaps London in white kicking us off here. Cambridge coming out in a 3-4-3 formation. Whitecaps looking similar as they push a couple of wingers up front from the kickoff. And here we go. Let's get the action underway as it's the 2025 Under 17 Boys OPDL Cup Final. Whitecaps early possession as Culietta moves it ahead, and now he works the near touchline. Met by the tackle, quick turnover as Vittorio does well to knock that ahead for Cambridge. Controlling and trying to hold his grip. Works it over to Vittorio, near touchline as he flicks that one back, and Agar moves it to the center back in Morton. He touches wide, and now Cambridge try work the far flank as I think that's El Mazi trying to make the play out there. Check that was Panmeno, as it's quickly controlled by Whitecaps here with Nieva turning possession in their favor. Back to the keeper, Cabral. Touches that one out wide. Far side flank, Whitecaps try get up to the half line where a foul is drawn and a free kick for Whitecaps London. 2 45-minute halves here in the boys under 17 2025 OPDL Cup final as it's played short by Aves and now controlled by Campbell. Campbell being closed down, goes back to his keeper Cabral. Dominic Cabral back to Colton Campbell. Touches wide there for Culietta. Tries the 1-2. Culietta takes some contact and in the end draws the free kick as Vittorio called for the foul. Nice work there by Micah Culietta. Free kick will be restarted by Campbell as he goes back to his keeper Cabral. Cabral pressing as he dishes that one out to the far flank. Working it forward is Nieva. Tries to find service ahead as Boateng attempting to bring it down, but met by the defensive coverage of Arehua Vizinho, and quickly Cambridge back the other way. Contact and a free kick called after the tackle on the back of the attacker Tyson Vo, and Vo draws the free kick attempt. So early set piece opportunity here for Cambridge from a threatening spot on the pitch. Four-man wall setting up to defend the free kick. Probably from about 28 yards out. Right-footed attempt right on target, and Cabral does well to parry that over top the bar. And a corner kick resulting from that quality free kick strike. I think it was Wildy who took the free kick. Setting up for the in-swinger here is Panameno. He delivers a quality ball. Over top the head of everyone, though, is trying to chase it and keep it in is Arahua Vizinho. He then crosses back towards the front of goal, pinballing around as Grebe, who had the free kick attempt. That one ricochets off a defender out for a corner. And Grebe with a couple of chances early for Cambridge before the Panameno shot went out for the corner kick. So Cambridge generating a couple of quality opportunities very early in this match. Cabral having to make one grade A save already. As Luke Wildy goes over to the far side corner and sets up for an in-swinger. 6 attacking jerseys in and around the penalty area. The cross delivered, pushing towards the back post. Contact on the keeper, Cabral, and a free kick and then a push afterwards, and having to tread carefully here is the Whitecaps defender, as that's Colton Campbell, who's had a physical approach to today's match early on, and well, overstepping, but with just a verbal warning that time. Certainly no leash to give anymore now on Campbell. That one volleyed ahead, and attempting to possess is Soraka. He's fouled, and a free kick here for Whitecaps. Of course, the parent club Vancouver Whitecaps making global headline news with the acquisition of former Bayern Munich star Thomas Müller coming over to MLS and applying his trade with his former teammate Alphonso Davies' former club, the Vancouver Whitecaps. And of course the London Whitecaps here have done a great job with their player development over the years. As that free kick falls to an attacker, and foul committed, so nothing doing in the end on the volley chance. That went wide, so nothing would have come of it, but a foul committed, as charging off the line was the keeper Reese. I don't think the contact was on the keeper, maybe the defender in the vicinity. Regardless, nothing coming more of it for Whitecaps. And Cambridge restart. Reese plays it out as it's controlled by Grebe. That touch ahead. Ricochets around as now Morton controls. Plays that one as Vo sends that long ball ahead intended for Hennenkamp. Battling for it is Vo. Vo nearly came away with it, but that's stripped free. And coming back now for the Whitecaps is Venejas. And he does well to burn past that tackle attempt. Now he's met by a good challenge, and quickly Cambridge on a counter as Vo's going to work the far touchline. Vo has support going to the box. He dribbles it in himself, trying to tee up a shot, flubbed it, and only a half clearance though, as a 50-50. Ball ricochets up towards the center circle where it's controlled by Boateng. He lays it off. They tried to send Muratai on a run, but never got to his range, and then having to come off his line was Reese there with the clearance. So good heads up keeping there by Liam Reese. And now Whitecaps will try to work it out through the back line with Ethan Mendez on the ball. Dishes that one off to Campbell. Quick touch over to Culieta. He's closed down. That ball ricochets off the Cambridge player in Hennenkamp, and it's out for a Whitecaps throw-in. 8th minute of action. As best chance of the match so far coming early in the 3rd minute for Cambridge. As Whitecaps trying to create now offensively. Culietta gets around the first challenge. Hard tackle by Vittorio. He claims he got ball first, but the referee whistles it, and now the first set piece opportunity of this match for Whitecaps. As they'll have a chance here with a free kick on the flank to whip something in and look for a potential aerial attack here. Look out for the big body of Colton Campbell as he takes a place right in the middle of things inside the penalty area. 6 attacking players in and around the penalty area, make it 7 now with Yaxanavis joining the fray. The cross comes in, headed on, but too high and lacking accuracy as it's out for a goal kick. Friend Soraka getting on the end of that attempt as it's restarted short from the goal kick and partially blocked, as we saw in the first match. Poorly executed goal kicks proved to be problematic, as Liverpool scoring their lone goal in that game from a botched goal kick. As Culietta gets set to restart the play. Soft touch trying to get it back to Culietta, but now it's controlled by Muratai. Knocked out, a quick throw in here for Whitecaps. Muratai receives it there from Culietta. Culietta crosses into the penalty area over the head of one defender. Knocked on and in the back of the net! Camilo Venejas gets his foot on it and gets it past the outstretched hands of the keeper Reese to give Whitecaps London the 1-0 lead in the 10th minute here at the 2025 OPDL Cup Final in the boys under 17 division. Great last-ditch effort there from Camilo Venejas to get that touch and put it past the keeper. An early advantage to London. Let's see how Cambridge respond. And London trying to press as charging forward was Boateng, but he couldn't quite cause the turnover. That pass intended for Panameno, but it's broken up, and Cambridge struggling a little bit right now to hold possession. Wildy challenging to retain. Turned over in nice control here from the Whitecaps, as that's your goal scorer, Venejas, who dribbles his way out of pressure and into safe control. Campbell. Back to the keeper, Cabral. How big was that early save from Cabral? I mean, Cambridge came out and generated 2 or 3 really good opportunities within the first 5 minutes. Whitecaps London withstand that pressure, and then on their first real quality attacking sequence, find the back of the net. The throw, Whitecaps trying to hold possession, contact there on the back of Soraka, nothing doing, and now Vo controls for Cambridge. Uses the overlap option, and now he starts to run off to try to provide an outlet. Looking for a switch as Hayenkamp tries to get into that one and couldn't quite get a touch to it. Colton Campbell picks it up from the keeper Cabral as quick counter brewing here from Whitecaps, with Boateng running onto it. Boateng cutting through the middle here now. Looking to service that one through. Finds his teammate as, spinning off the keeper. And what moves here, but unable to pull the trigger was Soraka, as he had the keeper scrambling, but never could get a shot away despite some fancy footwork. And there at the end, you can see on the right of your screen the exhaustion and disappointment from Soraka, as he couldn't believe that didn't end up in the back of the net after he made that first impressive move. Whitecaps cross it into the near post. Off his line comes Reese to collect. Courageous keeping there from the Cambridge goalie. Off the drop kick, Vo vying for contention here. Campbell trying to keep him at bay. It's off of Campbell, and a throw here now for Cambridge. Right at the attacking third line. Geyer, Morton, Cambridge trying to switch it over to the far flank. Arahu Vizino controlling, wide, and he'll quickly get it back here. Options checking too. Whitecaps more than content to allow Cambridge to hold possession in these non-threatening areas. Geyer looks for an option up the line. Grebe tried to get a flick on, missed it, and then unable to finish a run either was Vittorio. Muratai. Controlled there by Rebello. Looking for a switch, intended for Venejas, but he couldn't find him. Nice pressure there from Soraka as he tries to win it back, but it's out for a Cambridge throw. Well, as the Bank of Soccer with decades of investing in soccer programming at all levels, BMO is committed to boldly growing the game, to boldly grow the good in business and life by growing our beautiful game. We are honored to work with BMO as lead partners for Ontario Soccer's grassroots empowerment initiatives and newly announced digital platform. As we'll get back to that in a moment, because here come Cambridge, but on that pass, broken down, Vo unable to receive as the defender got a touch to it. We're honored to work with BMO as a lead partner of Ontario Soccer's grassroots empowerment initiatives and newly announced digital platform, My Soccer, powered by BMO, a cutting-edge app and media platform set to revolutionize the soccer experience for players, coaches, officials, fans, and families throughout Ontario. Here goes Vo for Cambridge as they start to brew an attack. Morton on it. Excuse me, that's Geyer as he tries to shake the defender, and Geyer does well to turn past Culietta. Geyer crosses near post, but Cabral there to make a fairly routine save. Culietta taking the space in front of him as he baits Grebe, and now Culietta tries to turn on the speed. Grebe trying to haul him back, and Grebe does well to get a touch in to knock the ball free. Campbell not taking chances, clears that out. It's out for a Cambridge throw-in. Vittorio set to take the throw here. Again, a hot day, and this really kind of the peak of the heat today is. Thank goodness there's still a bit of a breeze as here goes Vo into the attacking third, draws the cross towards the top of the area, no one there. Morton over to Grebe, crosses that one in, headed away by a defender before it's collected by Aves. And now here go Whitecaps on the counter. Soraka, heavy ball as it's touched quickly, but Muratai with the touch, unable to reel it back in. And Cambridge looking to build out. They give possession away though, and now Mendez takes it for Whitecaps. Campbell. Left-footed effort up the line is running onto it and making the challenge is Soraka, and he's going to come away with it there. Nice job by Soraka. Continues to hold possession here, looking for supporting options. Dishes off to Culietta. He'll square up to it, survey, and drop it in towards the corner where Boateng takes control. Boateng missteps, and good job by Geyer to come up with a partial clearance. Campbell anticipates and intercepts. Culietta, that ball off of Vittorio and out for a Whitecaps throw-in. The lone goal coming 7 minutes ago off the foot of Camilo Venejas as Whitecaps continue to work with the lead. Campbell plays it in towards the penalty area. First defender missed the clearance, second there with the sure foot. Controlled here by Luke Wildy as he lays that one off. Vittorio returns to Wildy. Takes the space in front before he's closed down. Partial knock, but he plays through it, and now Morton takes control. Morton switches to the far side as pushing it on was Drew Harris. Up the line and eventually out for a Whitecaps throw-in. Volleyed on there by Araujo Vizinho. No one for Cambridge to take possession, and Cabral never has to pick it up as he plays it out for Campbell. Campbell over to the far flank as Whitecaps try to work something off the foot of Nieva. Controlled by Muratai. Muratai runs out of real estate. That's out for a Cambridge throw. Whitecaps have to feel pretty content the way the pace of this game is going right now, as they're seemingly keeping Cambridge at bay, but now Cambridge United trying to create, and a free kick opportunity coming here for United. And remember, their best chance of the game so far coming off a set piece opportunity from a very similar spot on the pitch. This one maybe a little further out. But Dimitri Grebe, who struck the first one, stands over top the ball again after being fouled. Three-man wall sets up here. We'll see if Grebe goes for target once again, this time from distance. Lets it fly. Well, he had the power, lacked the accuracy, and it's out for a goal kick. Been better served to play a chip in, something short, maybe a higher percentage play off the set piece, but Grebe, who again had a good opportunity off the early free kick in the 3rd minute, having a similar mindset with that one. Foul into the back of Morton there, and Cambridge will have a free kick off that aerial challenge. Boateng whistled for that foul. Araujo Vizinho playing it short. He quickly gets it back and now tries to switch near side for Wildey, but Culietta anticipating, couldn't quite corral it cleanly, and now Grebe has it for Cambridge. Lays it wide. Here's Vittorio. He's got room to work into the attacking third. Plays the ball in. Headed on. Flag goes up. Save made by Cabral, but the flag did go up as on that header attempt, offside was Luke Wildey. Good response there from Cambridge. So they show some threatening signs there through that build-up. Through the half, Soraka tries to thread a ball ahead, but it's broken up, and quickly on a counter go Cambridge. Vaux running onto it, volleys ahead, Henninkamp heads it back for Vaux, running, trying to volley a sharp angle, and again, lots of power, but couldn't get over top enough to keep it down, and that's out for a goal kick. Still promising build-up here from Cambridge in the last few minutes, and you have to like that response from United. As we're into the 22nd minute of action. And you're tuned into the 2025 OPDL Under-17 Boys Final between Cambridge United and Whitecaps London FC. Cabral restarts with a short goal kick. Nieva plays that out wide. Under pressure, good challenge there from Panameno. But in the end, it's a throw into Whitecaps. Nieva gets set to take the throw. Flicked on and possession turned over, so let's see what Cambridge do with the throw. Vaux battling for it. Contesting defensively is Rebello, stripped away, and Vaux trying to create now. Vaux Little knock from behind, but referee shakes his head and says play on. Controlled, and a foul committed there as Morton came in, did well to hold possession before being taken to turf. Switched to Aguirre. Played back as Harris controlling the back line today for United. And now they'll work the far flank. Possession turned over. Quick little 1-2 as that's played ahead nicely by Aves. And now Boateng trying to turn through the middle of the pitch. Soraka, he got pulled down, but the flag goes up on the offside. Nope, they're going to call the foul first, and that is the right sequence as Soraka got hauled down before the offside infraction would have been called. So a free kick there for Whitecaps. And as we're into the 24th minute, we'll take the cooling break here, approaching the midway mark of the first half, and we'll return with the boys under 17 cup final at the 2025 OPDL Cup.
Forward, so it's either with our hands or our strikers. You guys should not be wide anymore. You should be tucked in so you can send the ball over. Okay, so don't get pulled out too wide. Cool. One of this is to draw the big defender.
All right, fans, let's get you back to the action here at the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center. We're coming to you live from the stadium field. And we've surpassed the midway mark of the first half here in the under-17 boys final at the 2025 OPDL Cup, with Cambridge United trailing Whitecaps London FC. Whitecaps with a 1-0 advantage on a goal in the 10th minute from Camilo Venejas, and that's been the lone difference maker so far in this match. But we'll restart here, and it'll be a free kick opportunity for London. A little bit far out for an attempt on target, but certainly an opportunity to whip something in and look for a knock or a volley, as you can see with the 5 or 6 attacking present players lining up along the edge of the penalty area near side, awaiting a potential cross here from the kick taker, Matteo Muratai. Muratai steps up, takes the kick, drops it in nicely. Loose ball, oh, flag goes up as making the initial save was Reese. It popped loose, and then on the rebound, I believe it was Boateng who was in the offside position after Soraka had the first attempt, which was onside, but turned away by Reese. So again, good attacking opportunities for both squads. London's opportunity that time thwarted. And now Cambridge will try to generate something of their own. Vittorio gets set to take the toss. Drops it back. Aguirre. Heavy touch and it's turned over. Soraka coming back the other way. Feeds that one ahead. Boateng. He's onside. He's into the penalty area. Draws the keeper off his line. Reese gets a piece of it. And Reese clears the danger, conceding only a throw-in. Great goalkeeping there from Liam Reese. Fearless and no hesitation. If there was even a seed of doubt, and half a second where he pulled up, Boateng would have snuck past him, but the keeper coming out big and coming out confidently to make the save. Soraka turning, crosses towards the back post, headed on, and in the back of the net! Whitecaps London make it 2-0, and it's Venejas with a brace. How about that? Camilo Venejas with his second of the match. This time with the header.
27 with 27 minutes.
And a brace for Camilo Venejas to make it 2-0
Goal
for
scored
Whitecaps.
in the 27th minute by number 27, Camilo Venegas.
Cambridge prepare to make substitutions. A trio of players will come into this match, including Artem Elmazi. We'll have to wait for the next opportunity as we kick off in the 28th minute. And Whitecaps London FC have doubled their lead here in the 2025 Under-17 Boys OPDL Cup Final. Beautiful cross in from Soraka. Tremendous header from Venejas. And a brace for Camilo Venejas, who scored twice inside the opening 30 minutes. Agar tries to feed that one up the line, intercepted by Culieta, and then played from turf, but a free kick for Wildy and Cambridge. Wildy sends it up the line as Vittorio finds himself deep with the cross, easily knocked away, but not cleared of danger yet. Now, Whitecaps will turn it over as Agar quickly hammers it back, but Vittorio never got back on side, and the flag goes up with the easy offside call. Gavin Machado and Darko Senic get set to come into this match as the trio with the aforementioned Elmazi, the three players for Cambridge. And it looks like Whitecaps will prepare to make their first substitution as well. But here go Whitecaps pressing once again. Soraka, check that. That was Muratai who couldn't feed the pass through as Grebe turns it back for United. Cambridge running it ahead here with Morton on the ball. Dishes it out wide. Vo trying to burn past the man in Venejas. Venejas can't stay with him. Vo loses possession and it's out for a goal kick. We'll get substitutions now for both teams as it's going to be Samuel Hudson coming into this game for Whitecaps. And as mentioned, the previous trio for Cambridge, coming out for Cambridge, Caleb Henkamp, Vittorio, that's Martin Vittorio, and haven't quite seen the third Cambridge player. Here he comes. Tyson Vo will come out of the match. As for Whitecaps, it's Culieta that was substituted out in favor of Hudson. 31st minute of action. We're playing two 45-minute halves here in the boys Under-17 Cup Final at the 2025 OPDL Cup, with the Whitecaps FC London leading 2-0 over Cambridge United. And now Morton has to make a play as he knocks that back to his own keeper, Reese. Reese, who's conceded twice but also made some big saves, and has probably kept this match a little closer at times than maybe it seemed. Although Cambridge, again, it all goes back to that early save from Cabral setting the tone. If Cambridge find a way to score on that early chance, could have been a completely different match. Now they're down by 2 and struggling to find momentum as Mello plays that back. Whitecaps very content to let Cambridge knock it around here. Closing down is Muratai. Boateng trying to pressure, controlled by Grebe for Cambridge. Nice quick touch in tight proximity to draw that loose. Aerial header as it's flicked on by Rebello. Campbell unable to clear it. Coming up with it now is the newly substituted Elmazi, but he can't dribble his way past the last defender, and in the end, nothing doing out of that potential opportunity for United. Wrestling for possession is Panameno, and he got a little too much jersey and not enough ball, so that's a free kick in favor of Whitecaps. They quickly play it and switch to the near side. Controlled by Hudson. Soraka under pressured as well to hold possession away from Morton. Soraka now switching to the far flank, but Venejas took the long road and, well, in the end did well to get positioning and draw a foul for a free kick. Heads up play there from Venejas. Short possession as Whitecaps look to hold along the flank, turned over, and now trying to turn with it is Senek. Morton feeds that ahead, running on is Wildy. Wildy trying to close down, but Campbell gets to it first. Campbell playing it back to his keeper, Cabral, under pressure, and just kicks that one out for the throw. Tossed in as working it down low as Senek. He tried to dribble it in, but lost it to the goal line and out for a goal kick. Well, after those opening 5 minutes of play where Cambridge generated some really quality opportunities, they have struggled to connect with attacking threats of true substance since. They've got to try find some sort of positive momentum to build off here. Trailing by 2 in the boys under 17 cup final of the 2025 OPDL Cup. Our second of 3 matches on the day, second of 6 on the weekend. Of course, check out the OPDL Cup Match Center page on OntarioSoccer.net for all the latest scores, stats, match recaps, updates, and more. Nice hustle there by Hudson to keep the ball in play and alive for Whitecaps. And now Soraka tries to send Boateng up. It's knocked down initially by a defender. Boateng unable to get back on side after Muratai's ball. A little too quickly played for Boateng, who was trying to track back, but probably is still a few strides ahead of the last defender. Loose ball as Mello from the restart holds for Cambridge, and will too loose in the hold as a foul committed there on the back of, I believe that's Soraka. He's been knocked a few times, and now Mello's going to draw a few words here from our match official. Posturing from both benches towards the officials to try to gain that edge, plead their case, playing restarts here as Whitecaps hold it through the midfield and Muratai on the ball. He's closed down, but wins the throw-in for his team at the half line. And we approach the halftime whistle, a little less than 10 minutes to play here in the first half. As from the throw-in, headed back, and we'll do it all again here. Well, the biggest soccer event in the world is coming to our country and province in 2026, and we want you to be a part of it. With BMO as the title partner, Generation 26 is a bold initiative designed to bring the game to every corner of Ontario with a full calendar of events and initiatives running through the summer of 2026 and beyond. Learn more at ontariosoccer.net/gen26. Free kick called, and Cambridge United will restart play here as Mello receives the pass. Gavin Mello Machado returning that into the middle for Drew Harris. Harris looking up the pitch, delivers the long ball ahead, trying to pick out Agar, but that was broken up nicely by Hudson, and now Whitecaps trying to counter, but Harris there defensively for Cambridge. Grebe plays that one out wide. Back into the middle where he controls again. Grebe now dishes off to Morton. Morton touches out wide after the contact. Advantage here for Cambridge. Trying to work their way inside the penalty area as on the ball was Darko Senek, but All he can do is get a corner, and we'll see if Cambridge now can use this corner kick to generate something of substance. Setting up for an in-swinger as Luke Wildy stands over top the ball. Wind blowing towards the back post. Ball curling, headed on, but high and over top the net. As getting a touch to it was Gavin Melo Machado, but he couldn't quite keep it down and on target. Substitution here for Whitecaps as it'll be Alicia Diziu coming into the match and Yaxin Aves coming out. So Diziu gets set to make his debut here as we're into the 39th minute of play. And Whitecaps London FC leading 2-0 over Cambridge United. Cabral from the goal kick restart. Ball gets hung up in the wind, volleyed around, punted on, and now controlled by Muratai. Dishes that one off for Diziu, gets his first touch, trying to feed a serviceable ball up the pitch, but a little too heavy on that one and controlled here by the keeper Reese. He looks to use his feet to send a teammate up the line. That one's intercepted, and Muratai can't quite turn on the defender. Touched forward as it's controlled by Senic. He's dispossessed, and now trying to feed that one over was Diziu, but blocked, and quickly back the other way. Cambridge trying to counter with Senic up the pitch, but he never could get a touch on the ball before it's out for a Cambridge throw. So final 5 minutes of the first half plus any added time from this officiating crew. And other than the cooling break, no major stoppages. One minor knock through the first half, but I wouldn't anticipate much more than a few minutes added on. Melo Machado controlling here for Cambridge, looking to play the ball into the penalty area, towards the back post, running onto it, and darting with the left foot attempt was Jared Morton, but he couldn't corral it to put it back on target. Actually checked that. That was Darko Senic who was up there for the opportunity. And Senic outstretched with the left foot, but unable to put it on target. Senic pressing now as handled poorly there by the Whitecaps backline, and they concede a corner kick off a botched goal kick restart. Let's see if Cambridge can take advantage of that mistake. A short option presents for Panameno, who sets up for an in-swinger. But it looks like Almazi will track away and make his way inside the penalty area. Corner kick delivered nicely towards the back post. Contact after the header attempt came from Gavin Melo Machado, but it's out for a goal kick. Dominic Cabral gets set to restart the action here. And while he hasn't been tested too many times, when he has been called upon, he's made good saves, most notably the early one. But here go Whitecaps again, running onto it with pace. Can he make it three? A hat trick! You gotta be kidding me. What a match. Camilo Venejas with a natural hat trick. He breaks in and buries it to make it 3-0 for Whitecaps. What a dream performance today with a first half natural hat trick from Camilo Venejas. Venejas 3, Cambridge nothing. He's putting his team on his back today, and Camilo Venejas has all 3 goals for Whitecaps London FC here in the 2025 OPDL Boys Under 17 Cup Final. Cambridge trying to find anything here, anything positive before the halftime whistle as Melo Machado plays the ball ahead, but over the head of Senich and calmly controlled by the keeper Cabral. That last goal coming so quick and out of nothing, just a quick transition. One player beat by Venejas, and then he was off to the races, and he made no mistake once he was in alone against the keeper. Finished just perfectly for the hat trick. Hudson trying to work the line, gets past the defender. Hudson chased down and knocked out for a Whitecaps throw-in after the defensive help comes in support through Gavin Melo Machado.
Thank you.
Martin Basil getting a rare touch in today's action. Always in top form, that's for sure. Senich unable to control, tight to the line. Cambridge with a throw in here. Tossed up the line. Almazi, the intended target, never made it to him. Soraka draws it back. Nieva. Soraka. Easily controlled, now held by Campbell after it was played over by Nieva. Miscue there, and possession turned over as Cambridge have it with Wildy. He's hauled down, restarts quickly, but referee's going to call it back, and there's the frustration within the United squad. 5-6 players all reacting to the referee calling it back. It's been that kind of day for Cambridge, feeling like they just can't catch a break, but looking for any excuse other than looking in the mirror at times. 3 minutes minimum of added time to be played here. Mello, nice ball ahead for Senich as he tries to draw off the defender. Plays that one out wide, running onto it, but with the heavy first touch unable to control was Panameno. However, possession returned to Cambridge as stepping up is Morton. Morton dishes off. Melo Machado. Melo Machado looking to play something in. Nothing doing there as Almazi couldn't control. And possession to the keeper, Cabral. Well, we're into the added time, and time can't quite tick fast enough, probably for both squads at this point. I think Cambridge just want to get to the break and try reset, but here they go, trying to maybe draw something back before the break. As bringing it forward is Wildy. He's closed down, but earns a corner kick in the process. For Whitecaps, up 3-0. Controlling this match in so many aspects. They just want to take this advantage into the half unscathed. They'll have to defend this corner kick attempt first as Christian Panameno sets up for the in-swinger. Morton right on top of the keeper. Panameno plays it tight to the line. Great goalkeeping there by Cabral as he punched it out to make the save. Now, an ensuing scrum with some contact has drawn the attention of the referee, but nothing more. He handles it well, and cooler heads prevail. Morton pleading his case. Cabral standing tall on his line, making the save, and then drawing the free kick. Final stages of the first half here. As headed back up the line and out for a Whitecaps throw. Referee checks his watch. Gives it a second look. And calls a free kick. I think a few of the players were expecting that to be the half whistle, and a couple audible whats at the tone of that whistle. Free kick here for Whitecaps as Colton Campbell will drop it and restart the action. His squad up 3-0, looking to take this into the break here. Campbell plays it ahead with the left foot, top of the penalty area as the wind takes it down just a little bit. Venejas, he can't make it forward, can he? That time it falls to Soraka. Muratai, he lets it go. That trickles wide. And with that, the halftime whistle sounds as Whitecaps London FC dominating the under-17 boys 2025 OPDL Cup final through the opening 45 minutes of play, up 3-0 over Cambridge United. Folks, stay tuned. Second half action coming up next as you're tuned in to our live stream broadcast on the Ontario Soccer YouTube channel and on the Ontario Soccer My Soccer app.
Guys, grab your stuff. Grab your stuff. Water, water, water.
I feel honored being selected for Team Ontario, and I feel like privileged.
People thought that I had something to contribute to this team, and that means a lot.
There's a lot of hard work and dedication that leads into this.
It's a really nice reward for all the hard work that all of us put in.
Okay, girls, it's all yours.
And it's nice to see all the work that everyone puts in to produce talent in this province.
I felt great. I felt like I made it to another step in my life, and I just want to keep on getting better and show what I can do.
I've always wanted to be on the team, so it's really exciting.
Not every kid has the chance to be here and play for Team Ontario, so I'm really proud of myself.
It's super cool to represent where I grew up, and obviously my goal is to go as far as possible. So I was just really excited because this is a really good first step.
It was really exciting, and I was really happy to find out when I got the email.
It feels quite awesome, honestly. It's a great experience.
I feel like I get to perform and show my talents to everyone here watching and Ontario Soccer.
I'm really appreciative. I really like this program, and it's amazing here. I really like it.
Walking in, seeing our names above our jersey, Like I've done some stadium tours and it literally like felt like right like that. It felt like we were professional players.
It felt like a pro experience.
A pro experience. It felt really professional.
It was like very professional and stuff. Like I've seen it on like TV and stuff, so it was like that.
It felt like I was walking into like a professional team's change room, and then like I'm about to play in a professional game.
It felt like I was like kind of like a professional, like with all my teammates.
It was a really nice experience just to hype us up, maybe get us ready for the game even more.
I'm excited for the games, the results, and to make friendships with the new teammates I have.
I'm really excited to play with the best players in Ontario, playing with them and against them.
I like being challenged like this. It's a great feeling. I love it.
I'm excited for to perform for my coaches, my teammates, and to just show my skills around.
Just be able to play with a couple of my friends, show who I am, and play my greatest abilities, you know?
I'm most excited for playing with new players that aren't on my team, that I don't get to see very often, and that are from different places like London and Ottawa.
Learn new stuff, score some goals, and like help the team win.
Learn about what I can do on my position and just get better, play with better players, and yeah, just improve.
We both played 2012, so having this opportunity to play up with this amazing group of girls has just been awesome.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
Yeah, these jerseys are super cool, so really nice.
For me, my soccer journey in OPDL started with Markham FC. At the time I played for Pickering, but I had moved to Markham to play there. I played in there for a couple of years, had a lot of joy there, did really well with the team. The team was really good.
The OPDL provided the environment for real elite class players to play against each other consistently, and so that definitely helped Jade to raise her game and to become the player that she is today.
It allowed her to develop to her potential and also be visible. Everyone knew about Jade. When you're in the OPDL program and you're good, people are going to know. It's set up to identify those players.
The provincial program, it offers a lot of like opportunities, and if you go there and you do your thing, a lot of good things can come for you right after. So that would definitely be my biggest advice, is to just understand the opportunity and don't take anything for granted.
My advice is you're here, you got chosen for a reason, and just don't get caught up in being nervous because it goes by so quick. So just enjoy it, have fun, and just play how you play.
Have fun, play your game, play how you always play. You're chosen for a reason, and be confident, be a good team player, support each other, and just, yeah, have fun.
Always keep mentally strong and be prepared for any adversity they face, and to always keep their head high.
You guys were chosen for a reason. You clearly have talent if you were selected for this. So just be yourself on the field and really have fun.
Don't be overwhelmed by the experience. It's going to be super exciting. You guys were picked for a reason. Go out and have lots of fun.
Know your worth. You guys have been selected for a reason. These are the best players in Ontario. So, I mean, you're here to show why you're the best. And I just say, know your worth, be confident.
My advice for the U14s is to take the constructive criticism that you get from your coaches or your fellow teammates and just run with it, because that's the only thing that's going to make you grow and to make you stronger.
I think they're lost. There's no game on today.
Where is everyone? Do we know that guy?
Was that just in Marsh?
OPDL is a great league that's set up to put a lot of eyes and a lot of people looking at your pathway. I think that it's very fluid in the way that you can play.
She was a best case example, but all those younger kids saw a tangible, real life example of success. Whether that person wanted to obtain a soccer scholarship, we saw Jade go on and do that in Michigan. Jade being a part of the provincial team program. For others who wanted to do that, they saw Jade do that. Youth national teams, senior national teams, now overseas with Manchester United. So all of those things that younger players may want to achieve on a personal level, Jade has done that.
No dream is too big, because if I can do it, they can do it.
I feel honored being selected for Team Ontario, and I feel like privileged.
People thought that I had something to contribute to this team, and that means a lot.
There's a lot of hard work and dedication that leads into this.
It's a really nice reward for all the hard work that all of us put in.
Okay, girls, it's all yours.
And it's nice to see all the work that everyone puts in to produce talent in this province.
I felt great. I felt like I made it to another step in my life, and I just want to keep on getting better and show what I can do.
I've always wanted to be on the team, so it's really exciting.
Not every kid has the chance to be here and play for Team Ontario, so I'm really proud of myself.
It's super cool to represent where I grew up, and obviously my goal is to go as far as possible. So I was just really excited because this is a really good first step.
It was really exciting, and I was really happy to find out when I got the email.
It feels quite awesome, honestly. It's a great experience.
I feel like I get to perform and show my talents to everyone here watching and Ontario Soccer.
I'm really appreciative. I really like this program, and it's amazing here. I really like it.
Walking in, seeing our names above our jersey, I've done some stadium tours, and it literally felt right like that. It felt like we were professional players.
It felt like a pro experience.
A pro experience. It felt really professional.
It was very professional and stuff. I've seen it on TV and stuff, so it was that.
It felt like I was walking into a professional team's change room, and then I'm about to play in a professional game.
It felt like I was kind of like a professional, with all my teammates.
It was a really nice.
All right, soccer fans, welcome back to the action here as we resume play early in the second half as it's the boys under 17 cup final at the 2025 OPDL Cup with London Whitecaps leading 3-0 on the back of a natural hat trick from Camilo Venejas in the first half. 3-0 over Cambridge United. Cambridge United working right to left across your screens here in the second half as they kicked off the second half of action, and they try battle back from that 3-goal deficit and see if they can get something positive going here to start the second half. Wildy contending for that aerial ball, unable to come up with it, and quickly here go Whitecaps as that challenge on the back of Leo Taylor, but nothing doing. And it'll go back to the keeper Cabral as he'll control here for Whitecaps London FC. Today's OPDL Cup action is fueled by Gatorade. With a proven blend of carbs and electrolytes, Gatorade is scientifically formulated so you never stop competing. Both TFC and CPL are vital aspirational destinations along the talented pathway. TFC, through its TFC Academy, is a pinnacle club soccer destination for aspiring professional male soccer players in our province. The CPL is Canada's top-tier men's domestic professional league, represented in Ontario, as we get a foul called there and a free kick for Cambridge, by its member clubs Forge FC, York United FC, and Atletico Ottawa, provides important development opportunities for over 150 Canadian players, many of whom have come from Ontario. Cambridge United control here with Jaden Arajo Vizino on the ball, plays that over to Drew Harris. Harris touches that one out wide. Harris quickly boots it up the pitch. As the wind bringing it down a little bit. Some contact on the back as Deziu providing the pressure for Whitecaps, and now he charges, but out of his area comes Reese, and there you can see the wind impacting the ball as it got hung up there in the sky as Glebe tries to play that one forward. Controlled here by Sink. On the ground trying to play that one forward, and committing the foul there was Aves, but in doing so may have prevented something worse from developing. But it'll be an indirect free kick here for Cambridge United from a dangerous opportunity on the pitch. This maybe about 28 yards out, 27 yards out, almost direct center to goal, just a bit left center of goal. A four-man wall to defend as Dimitri Grebe gets set to take the free kick, with a teammate standing over top of the ball to provide the touch. Keeper Cabral sets the wall. Grebe runs into it, lets it fly, and really let it fly because that one went high, cleared the park altogether. And out for a goal kick. So ultimately nothing new in there from that set piece opportunity for Cambridge United, and they continue to struggle to create threatening opportunities, which hard to believe based on the opening 5 minutes the way they played. But they've been unable to return to that form since. Let's see what they do here. Wildy receiving the pass from Sank. Wildy knocked at the top of the area, whistle blown. What's the call here? Penalty awarded. Penalty kick awarded, and Cambridge United might be able to open the door and find their way back in as they'll send Vaux to the spot for the kick. Tyson Vaux to take the penalty kick. Dominic Cabral, the keeper for Whitecaps London FC. 50th minute of play. Vaux at the spot. Vying to break the clean sheet here and trying to mount a comeback for his club. Currently trailing 3-0. Cabral. Vaux. Referee sets players outside the area. Vaux from the spot. With the run up, and a big save from Cabral! Dominic the Wall Cabral! What a save there from the keeper. And he keeps the clean sheet in tow. Although picked his spot, you could say maybe he didn't put full power into it, but he placed it well enough that if Cabral didn't guess right, it would have been in. And now Vaux shakes free again. Vaux into the penalty area, and Cabral off his line for another big save. Tyson Vaux gets the worst of that exchanges. He currently sits outside the goal line and in a bit of discomfort, but good to see him pop back up quickly. The frustration on the shoulders of Tyson Vaux right now, turned away from the penalty spot, and then moments later turned away on that one-on-one chance with Cabral coming off his line. Everything going the way of Whitecaps London FC here in the 2025 OPDL Boys Under 17 Cup Final. A natural hat trick from Camilo Venegas in the first half, and a penalty kick save from Dominic Cabral here in the second half. Ball crossed in towards the back post, headed back in towards the penalty areas. Sink takes a shot in. What a save there from Cabral. Stands tall, quick reflexes, and now he tries to lead the counterattack as Hudson feeds it ahead. Here goes Boateng, cheeky touch, Hudson onto it, shoots! And that one just high. Oh, what an exclamation mark that would have been. As Samuel Hudson, the substitute, with that great opportunity after Cambridge generating 3 quality goal-scoring opportunities, all turned away by the keeper Cabral. Touched ahead there by Aves. Controlling it, here is Boateng. He had that great little heel touch to open up Hudson for that last chance. Muratai. Hudson, check that, that's Boateng. Stays on side. Takes it towards the goal line, tries to chip back in. Wanted to draw a foul, but nothing doing as Reese gets set to throw it out here for Cambridge. Wildy with a player on his back, does well to touch ahead for Vaux. Vaux gets past the first challenge, and now he's into space. Vaux looking to send that one over. Initially cleared, but Vaux tracking back, tripped over the ball, and loses it that time to Taylor. Muratai. Hudson running onto it, out wide. Hudson draws it back in. Leo Taylor on the ball here for Whitecaps. Taylor drops it for Aves. Cuts back into the middle, opens up space, tees up the shot, and a quality save there from Reese. He was kind of caught outside the 6, not far enough off his line to get chipped, but couldn't afford to bobble that either. And he made a quality stop that time. Vaux controlling it now for Cambridge. Tries to return. Hudson comes in to close it for Whitecaps, but loses it to the boundaries, and it's out for a throw. 55th minute of action as we're playing 2 45-minute halves here in the Boys Under 17 Cup Final at the 2025 OPDL Cup. We're coming to you live from the stadium field at the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center. And a reminder to tune in and check out OntarioSoccer.net for the 2025 OPDL Match Center page, where you can check all the latest highlights, match recaps, and more. Cambridge trying to turn and burn, and there's a good ball up the line for Grebe. Grebe trying to get past the couple last defenders. It's knocked and out for a corner. Appeals for a goal kick, but Grebe was already past the touchline, and good call there by the officiating crew, as that's a corner kick. So Wildy will set up for the corner here for Cambridge, and it looks like he's setting up for the outswinger, as they'll put quick count 7 jerseys in and around the penalty area. Quality ball crossed in, headed away by Boateng, but not completely clear danger on the second effort. Volleyed out, and a throw-in conceded just on the attacking side of the half line. Good defensive stance from London, as Whitecaps have played a complete game at both ends of the pitch today. The keeper Reese well up the pitch to try to keep the pressure on, and now Agar sends that ball ahead, but it's picked off. Good anticipation that time from Nieva. Grebe, Agar, Culietta on his back. Agar trying to get past Culietta, gains the sideline, but loses that battle. A throw-in awarded to Cambridge. Agar headed on. Sank tries to draw in, nothing doing, as it's cleared high, and Morton will shield it out for a throw-in for Cambridge. Agar checking options, wants to have something up the pitch instead of working backwards. Sank back to Agar, who plays that one ahead, As battling for it was El Mazi, but he couldn't come away with it. Boateng running on to the bouncing ball, tried to play to Muratai, but broke it up nicely there by the defender in Arahu Vizinho, and now Senk heads that one on for Wildy. Wildy trying to draw into the penalty area here. Wildy crosses low as unable to get the shot after the initial touch was El Mazi. And Cambridge just can't find a clinical finish when they need it most. Agar, he turns it over. El Mazi was set up for a great chance and just never could pull it for a clean shot. Harris tries to step up, bit of hesitation, and now Boateng can make him pay. Makes the pass over to Muratai. Muratai trying to get past the last man, but well defended there by Arahua Vizinho as he continues to battle and now draws the free kick. And Cambridge United will restart. Across half they go, trying to find a way to break this defensive back line, and looks like we'll have our first caution of the match here as Sam Hudson goes into the book in the 58th minute for that late challenge. So Hudson draws the caution, and Cambridge will restart here with a free kick. Four players lining up across the top of the penalty area for Cambridge, looking to receive the incoming free kick, but they play it up the line and now swing the cross in towards the back post. Scrum for it as outnumbered 2-1. The defenders do their assignment, and now Culietta comes away with it for Whitecaps. Culietta working the near sideline against his numerical counterpart in Wildy. Shakes him and dishes that one off. As playing it ahead was Aves, but no one there in white and controlled by the keeper, Reese, and that draws the ire of Coach Andrew Loeb, who did not like that decision from his defender, Neva. Or excuse me, Aves, who played that one. Controlled now by Melo Machado. Draws it back for Arujo Vizinho. Harris looks to switch back to the far flank. Melo Machado looking to push the line. Option checking towards in Morton. Morton tries to track back to Corral and does so well. Nice job that time by Morton. Headed on, Vaux trying to run on to this. Campbell there defensively, but Vaux shakes him with possession. Vaux swings it to the back post, but over top the head of Wildy. Controlled now by Agars. Cambridge trying to mount an attack, but that heavy return touch out of play, and it'll go for a Whitecaps throw. And that'll give the Whitecaps a chance to make a couple of changes here, bringing in Jeremy LeBlanc-Seguin and returning to the pitch with a hat trick, Camilo Venejas. Boateng comes out of the match. He had some great opportunities here in the second half, most notably the touch on for the Hudson chance. And Sam Hudson, who had that good chance, but then was also booked for a caution just minutes ago, will be the second substitute. So Hudson and Culietta out. Or sorry, Hudson. And Boateng out, and LeBlanc-Seguin and Venejas back in. Arujo Vizinho, Melo Machado, Morton, quick touch ahead for Greep, tries to shake a defender. Greep still in control, looking to draw to his right foot, tries to play that in for Vaux, who gets the touch and puts it in! Tyson Vaux, he was turned away at the penalty spot, but here he finishes it off. And in the 62nd minute, Cambridge United have a lifeline. Whitecaps 3, Cambridge 1. Vaux strikes here in the 62nd.
Cambridge goal.
Will this start the comeback, or will it be too little too late? Let's find out under half an hour of match time remaining here. And Cambridge United are going to make a substitution with Morton coming off the pitch and Vittorio returning to action. Well, that could be big for Cambridge as they finally break that back line and get one past the keeper, Cabral. Whitecaps trying to lock it down now. Campbell playing it ahead. Cambridge pressing to create a turnover, and Grebe comes away with it. He's under pressure and he wins a free kick. Well, it starts with one, and right now Cambridge have something positive to build off. Let's see if they can replicate that last result. Harris. Rahul Vizino playing that one over to Melo Machado. Back to the keeper. Reese looking up the pitch. Right-footed ball. Vo running back to corral it. Grebe flicking it on. This could be dangerous for Cambridge, but they do well to hold possession on some nice footwork there from Arujo Vizino, but then the subsequent ball too heavy and controlled now by Campbell for Whitecaps London FC. Campbell, Muratai, quick touch as Venejas trying to run onto it, but defensively Cambridge have it covered. Now Venejas still charging on the keeper, Reese, but he handled that relatively easily, and now Cambridge switched to the near flank where Agar takes possession. Agar ahead to Grebe, tries to spin on his man, and he does so. Grebe opening up a lane through the middle. Heavy first touch on that service, and not quite the ball he would have liked, as Cabral will hold it there and wait for pressure before he scoops it up. O'Neill Sportswear is a leading supplier globally to grassroots sports organizations and professional clubs alike. With over 100 years of expertise, O'Neill's is Ontario Soccer's official soccer apparel, uniform, and equipment partner. For more information on their made-to-order personalized apparel and uniform solutions, visit O'Neills.com. O'Neill's Sportswear. Live for it. Senk, he plays that one out wide. Cambridge trying to mount once again. This time they pick out Vo, joining the attack late. Vo tees it up, finds the man in. Oh, what a save by Cabral as he turns it away with Artem Almazi in all alone. The flag had stayed down. I'm not sure if it would have continued to stay down. But Cabral making the save to take the decision out of the officials' hands. And oh man, El Mazi's got to feel snake bitten right now, as he probably thought he had a sure thing there, and Cabral just squeezing that below his knee. Cambridge trying to set it up again. El Mazi unable to connect on that one. Aves. Mendes. Yeva. Cabral. The keeper plays it out with the right foot. Agar challenging Culieta. Loose ball. Grebe got a touch to it, can't corral it. As Agar comes away with it, Culieta trying to beat him. Culieta and Agar continue to battle. Collision there as Venejas wanted a call. Agar got spun around and maybe got the worst of it. Then Grebe takes his man hard. Grebe comes away with it, playing it ahead for Wildy, who's hustling to try to keep this in, and he does so. Nice hustle there by Wildy. Takes it down to the goal line, draws it back, but no one there in blue. And it's turned and cleared ahead here with Culieta on it for Whitecaps. Culieta tries to draw that touch for Venejas, but cross wires, and they can't quite get on the same page that time. Grebe, his long ball picked off by Campbell. Campbell stepping up before laying that one ahead for Taylor. Player down there in Agar as running forward, the flag goes up. even after the keeper Reese made the save. And Agar knocked here and down as we approach the water break. And I think they're going to call the cooling break here. So hopefully Agar's okay and nothing serious with the knock he sustained. The rest of the team for both squads will head to the line for the cooling break. And we'll be back with the conclusion of this match as you're tuned in to the 2025 OPDL Cup in the under-17 boys final.
Put in that game, they're just sending it back post, and we're not marking. On my side, there's two guys. I need someone to come in. Boys, come on, 10 minutes, let's go.
All right, soccer fans, let's get you back to the action as we're coming to you live from the stadium field at the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center. And we're broadcasting the under-17 boys OPDL Cup final. A good match here as Cambridge trying to draw a comeback after going down 3-0. They pull one back here in the second half with the effort from Tyson Vo. But a natural hat trick from Camilo Venejas giving London that imposing lead. Cambridge will restart the play here after the offside infraction. 69th minute of action, and here goes Drew Harris. Controlled by Panameno. Grieve, back to Harris. Switching to Arujo Vizinho. Melo Machado. London preparing to make a couple of substitutions, as it looks like Soraka, one of the two players, getting set to come back in. Braylon Rebello, the other man, has turned over, but would have been offside had Venejas marched forward there, so play continuing on without the call. Harris. Panameno. Good defending there by Culieta, and he knocks that out for the throw-in.
Guys, 13's wide open.
Harris. Arujo Vizinho looking for a long ball up the far flank. Headed back, Vo controls now. Vo turns it over after that challenge on his back, and making the overlapping run going onto it is Diziu. Diziu checking his options as he controls it in the corner. Content to take some time now, makes a move and marches towards the goal line before it's turned over after solid defending from Melo Machado. Campbell stepping up here from the back line, trying a shot from distance, but that one from the left foot out for a goal kick. We'll get the double substitution here now for Whitecaps London FC as Braylon Rebello and Fran Soraka get set to come back into this match. As it looks like it's going to be Thiago Nieva and Leo Taylor coming out of the game. 71st minute, Whitecaps London FC leading 3-1 over Cambridge United as you're tuned in to the 2025 OPDL Cup. Boys under 17 Cup final. On a scorching hot day north of the city of Toronto, with the Humidex breaching 40 now, as these teams continue to battle pitch side, and controlling it here are Whitecaps. After Rebello came up with possession. Ball played up the line, but no one there in white, and that tracks out for a Cambridge throw. Well, there's got to be a sense of urgency here from Cambridge. Under 20 minutes of match time remaining. But that goal from Tyson Vo giving them a lifeline, taking it from a 3-goal spread to 2 now. And if they can somehow find a way to get another one here in the next 10 minutes, well, look on and hold on. Look out and hold on. As Culietta gets chopped there from Grebe, and Grebe lucky to escape with just a warning there. Free kick for Whitecaps after the foul. And predictably, they'll take their time here on the restart. From the free kick, Venejas trying to control. And he's clapped from the back, and that's going to be a free kick. And the final warning from the referee is he tells Harris, step back and don't give me any guff because my patience is running thin. Free kick here for the Whitecaps as a quartet of players stand over top the ball, a fifth one hovering in and around the area. Not sure what kind of set play they're brewing here, but I am intrigued. Rarely do you see 5 guys clamoring over what to do here. Defensively, a 4-man wall sets up to defend. 2 players walk away from the scrum. 3 still stand over top the ball, including Muratai. Soraka and Muratai. Right now it's Soraka looking like he'll take the kick with his own 2 teammates standing in front. Muratai, one of the 2, I think. Venejas, the other. Soraka takes the free kick, and for all the showmanship and trickery, never really threatening the way they would have hoped. High and wide, out for a goal kick. But up by 2, I suppose you can afford that kind of liberty and leeway when dealing with a set piece opportunity late in the match, not having to necessarily produce. Ball ricocheting around, and a handball called there against Cambridge, much to the dismay of Melo Machado. And a free kick once again for Whitecaps London FC. Wouldn't quite predict the same amount of free kick preparation on this one, although still a trio of players huddling around the ball, and it is the same 3. This time just a 3-man wall setting up defensively for Cambridge. Wind favoring the free kick takers here as Soraka, and they will do it again. Soraka and Neva, well, there's the free kick. It's over top the net, dipping as Muratai took the shot. Venejas and Soraka providing that south wall screen. They had me tongue-tied on the second one there, with Muratai taking the kick. Ziwu playing that one ahead to Soraka. He tees up the shot, rushing it probably a little more than he needed to. He had time and space. And London feeling a little bit desperate to try and get that 3-goal cushion back. They better watch themselves here not to get caught on a counter. As Whitecaps, London FC lead this match 3-1. Cambridge trying to find a way back here.
Can we switch the balls just like that?
No urgency from Whitecaps to get it in. They finally do as Soraka controls, but a handball called. And a free kick here for Cambridge. Soraka on the initial touch, bringing it down to his feet, controlling with his arm. Good job there by the fourth to alert the man in the middle. 77th minute. All played up the line. Wildly takes control. Wildly trying to work his way back into the penalty area. Gets past two defenders. The third man there able to jar the ball loose. And now Whitecaps clear it up the line and across the half. As Venejas pressuring. And it's all the way back to the keeper Reese, who's got to make a heads up play here with pressure bearing down on him now. And Reese nearly gift wrapped a dunk there. Picked up here by Whitecaps. Venejas top of the penalty area. He's got three! But for now, he'll be stuck at that as Reese making the save, and it's out for a corner.
Yeah.
Muratai setting up for the outswinger. Whitecaps putting 5 players in and around the penalty area. Muratai delivers the ball to the near post, ricocheting around as Venejas tried to get a crack on it but couldn't make a clean connection with it. Muratai stepping over, trying to bait the defender, does a good job to draw past 3 men before getting the shot away, and Reese making the save, trying to prevent the corner, but it tracked across the line. And another quality stop there from the Cambridge keeper, Liam Reese, who's been busy today. As Boateng gets set to come back into this game for the Whitecaps. And Muratai gets set to deliver the outswinger. Quality cross, headed away by the defender. Muratai tracks back to it for Whitecaps. Into the penalty area. Crosses right there to the hands of the keeper though, as Reese picks it up in the 79th minute. Time ticking away for Cambridge. They need 2 in 10 to force penalties. Can they find a way back, or was it too little too late? On the second half goal from Tyson Vo. Here they go. Senk bringing it forward. Cambridge United trying to mount the attack. Almazi trying to drop back for Senk. Senk loses possession. Vo does well to get it back with that header. They'll have to go all the way back to the keeper Reese, who's being closed down quickly. And now Panameno can't win that foot race as Culieta hustles up to take possession. Culieta slowing things down, feeds it ahead for Venejas. Venejas drops to Muratai. Muratai trying to open up space. Fancy footwork. Muratai past the diving keeper, and he secures it for Whitecaps. In the 80th minute, they retain the 3-goal lead. And Whitecaps London FC take a 4-1 advantage with under 10 minutes to play in the boys under 17 cup final at the 2025 OPDL Cup.
Whitecaps goal scored in the 79th minute by number 99, Mateo Muratai.
Mateo Muratai gets the goal. And Whitecaps will make a substitution as Culieta comes out of the match and Boateng comes back in. Great game today from Culieta. As Cambridge will make 2 substitutions at their next opportunity. But it certainly seems like an inevitability now that Whitecaps London will finish this one off and secure the cup here in the boys under 17 final at the 2025 OPDL Cup weekend. Reese collects, quickly throws it out. Panameno Vo, he's got the lone goal today. Draws the foul and a free kick here for Cambridge. The lone goal scorer for Cambridge today. It's Grieve. Lacking the quality needed on that through ball and quickly turned over. Panameno controls now. Returns into the middle for Vo. Vo trying to turn and create space, and he does so nicely. Vo gets it out wide. There's a touch. Grieve running onto it. Trying to draw a cross off the defender. Stays in. Nicely done that time by Braylon Rebello. As Grieve caught in an offside position, has to let it go, and now he drops to the turf with an apparent injury. And he'll be substituted out here as part of the duo to come in for Cambridge. As it'll be Morton returning to the match. And Hehenkamp with El Mazi and Grieve coming out of this game. Tough day today for El Mazi as he had a couple good opportunities, most notably in the second half, one-on-one with the keeper Cabral. Had he found a way to muscle that ball under the leg of Cabral, who was able to trap it between his knee and the turf. Well, this could have been a very different game and second half for Cambridge, but with Whitecaps striking minutes ago, retaining the 3-goal lead and securing a 4-1 advantage with time ticking away here, it seems all but certain glory will go to Whitecaps today. Cabral, he's been fantastic in this game today, conceding the 1 goal to Vo, but also making a statement penalty save about 10 minutes before that goal against Tyson Vo, saving the spot kick. As appeals for a free kick there from Tiziu, he doesn't like the lack of a call, but play continuing on. Sank, he runs out of real estate, and a throw-in conceded in favor of Whitecaps. Referee urging the Whitecaps to get the ball back in play here as a bit of gamesmanship going on now. Trying to tick this clock down to the final whistle. Watch pot never boils. So they get it back in, and we'll get the action resumed here with Morton on the ball. Harris. Quick touch ahead. Vo trying to dribble past a trio of defenders. Plays that one ahead for Wildy, but he's closed down immediately. Good defending there by Aves, and it's knocked out for the throw-in. 85th minute. Cambridge need 3 and 5. Doesn't seem likely based on the way this match has gone. And a free kick to add insult to injury as possession given away for Whitecaps. Frustrating day for Cambridge, and despite this match starting with promising opportunities highlighted inside the opening 5 minutes, but unable to find the clinical finish, and then it was few and far between after that for Cambridge. Last ditch efforts here, down by 3. That man right there, Camilo Venejas, a natural hat trick in the first half, storming the Whitecaps out to a 3-0 lead. And no question about it, should things stand the way they are, your man of the match today. Substitution here for Whitecaps as Santiago Lozano will come into this game. As Lozano will substitute out Diziu, who had a nice performance coming in as a second half substitute. From the throw, Lozano trying to get it back. Lozano. Excuse me, that's Soraka. Soraka checks over to Aves. Boateng loses possession, and now Cambridge working it with Sank, but he turns it over. Soraka back on it. Dribbling and then dishing. Avis. Miscue there by Harris. That's tracking out for a corner as Boateng happy to let that roll. Possession to Whitecaps here in the 88th minute. Muratai will set up to take the corner, and he'll set up for an outswinger here. As just 4 Whitecaps players inside the penalty area. One of them does track it down. That's Soraka, who plays it back to Muratai. Muratai crosses in again, but off his line comes Reese to collect, and after a quick bobble with Lozano in the vicinity, Reese did well to secure. Vo picked up and controlled up the far flank as Handcamp. Wildy, challenge from behind, continues forward with it, tried to dish that one off, broken up. We've got a Whitecaps player down behind the play, and then a foul committed, and a free kick here for Cambridge from a dangerous spot on the pitch. Tempers starting to boil over a little bit here as a few pushes and a little bit of niceties exchanged as Wildy in the thick of it for Cambridge, and Braylon Rebello extending a few gestures from the Whitecaps side of things. Sank over top the ball, as you can see. Wildy continuing to jaw with Rebello, and neither one backing down. So keep an eye on those two as Rebello and Wildy letting frustrations get the better of things right now. Match official count out the yardage here as Sank stands over top the ball to take the free kick.
Sit back.
Waiting to see how much added time we'll have here.
In there. Tuck in.
A 4-man wall sets up to defend the kick. Sank tees it up, right foot, and never threatened with that one.
I have no more.
High and off the mark, out for a goal kick. We'll have a minimum of 5 minutes to be played here. A minimum of 5 minutes to be added on.
A minimum of 5 minutes of additional time.
And a reminder that we've got one more match on the broadcast schedule for today. At 5:15 p.m. Eastern, we'll conclude today's action with the under-17 girls OPDL Cup final between Markham SC and Borussia Dortmund International Academy Waterloo. Controlled here by Cambridge. Henhenkamp playing that one ahead for Wildy. Wildy looking for support. Draws back for Henhenkamp. Playing that one out wide as he tries to set it up for a teammate in the form of Vittorio. Vittorio wins the ball, tries to play into the penalty area, knocked by Campbell, and cleared out for a throw-in.
Jeremy, if you're hurt, go down. Maury, drop in.
While exhaustion and fatigue a factor here with this heat today, and a Whitecaps London FC player dropping to the turf here, you have to hope they're okay and it's nothing serious.
Can we get the physio there? Okay.
as it's... Well, the player's going to stay on here, and that's interesting. I thought they would have made them come off. I think they are making them come off. Can't quite make out who that is. Referee gesturing that he's holding the time here. I think it might be Mendes.
Camilo! Go
Haven't
left
seen
back!
the number.
Push Colton in!
But once the injured player comes off the pitch, we'll restart here with a throw-in for Cambridge.
4-4-1! Murray, just stay in now!
From the throw, Venejas there with the defensive header. And that one cleared out to the half line. Harris.
Hey, you shouldn't be the last guy, Jackson.
Right now, the Whitecaps playing one player short, but up by 3.
Fox, you gotta drop
I
back
don't
and
think they're
help him
too
there.
concerned about that as Reese plays that ball ahead. The Cambridge keeper all the way up at the half line. And now Lozano, the lone player up there for the Whitecaps, trying to create some havoc. Morton.
Hey! Jackson, you shouldn't be last.
Time ticking away here for Cambridge. As challenging is Soraka. Sink. Poor first touch, and it's out of play for the throw.
I don't need you chasing the goalie there. Why? You're not going to get the ball. I need you dropping back here defensively.
And not much left here for Cambridge in this one as Whitecaps London FC executing in pretty much every facet of the match today. And other than conceding one against, it's been a near perfect match as a late poor challenge in there. And lucky that it's just a yellow card as tempers are gonna flare here. That was a very poorly timed tackle as steamed and in the thick of it once again is Rebello. He was right in the mix of a scrum earlier. Rebello better watch himself here. And lucky just to get a caution out of that is Arujo Vizinho as he came in with that poor challenge, and poor is being polite. And it's lucky it's just a yellow. That could have been a straight red.
That's a straight red in any league. Come on.
London's bench not happy about that, and they've got a case to be made there. No intent to play the ball. Certainly looked like intent to injure on that approach. Not sure if we've got replays today, guys, but if we do, I'd love to get another look at that one. It was obviously late and from behind. And I believe it was Araujo Vizinho that came in with that tackle. A caution issued. But lucky just a caution as the Whitecaps player. I can hear the crew making fun of me. Sounds like we don't have it today. So fair enough, guys. You never know till you ask. And a great job by our crew today. As there you see the yellow card issued to Gavin Melo Machado, who came in with that tackle. So great job by our crew to catch that, with Melo Machado going into the book. Couldn't quite make out if it was Arujo Vizinho or Melo Machado, both defenders, similar stature, both playing that aggressive, physical game today on the back line for Cambridge. And that's just a clear case of frustrations boiling over, and you have to hope that the injured player in Fran Soraka is okay. Soraka getting some medical attention. There you see him, number 7, receiving support from his teammates. But you have to think that's pretty much going to do it for this match. We might get back to the action for a minute or two, but I mean, things could get ugly over there as you see players starting to interact with fans, and you never want to cross that line between spectators and participants. As Soraka back to his own feet, over to the sideline, and Whitecaps already short a player with the previous injury. That'll drop him down to 9 men for the time being, should we restart this action. But referee talking this over here, and I wouldn't be shocked if the whistle is just blown to call this game.
Hey, it's our ball. Get out of there.
They do look determined to restart the action here, though.
Stop. Stop.
And a caution issued, I believe, to the keeper, Cabral. That's got to be for dissent. It must have been something he said. Because Cabral was obviously nowhere near the initial tackle. So you got to think either dissent or unsporting behavior, and either way, Cabral into the referee's book today.
Hey, White, it's our ball. White, it's our ball.
We'll restart with a free kick from the foul that led to all the fireworks and led to this lengthy delay. Into the 7th plus minute of the minimum 5 to be added. And we'll see how much more this referee tacks on.
Hey, where you guys going out?
With a 3-goal advantage here for Whitecaps. We want to use some common sense and ensure player safety is kept intact, and that's exactly what happens. We restart just to have the final whistle blown. And today it's history made for Whitecaps London FC in the boys under-17 OPDL Cup final. They take this match by a final score of 4-1. And on the strength of a natural hat trick in the first half from Camilo Venejas. Well, folks, today's OPDL Cup action was fueled by Gatorade, the official sports fuel of the OPDL. With a proven blend of carbs and electrolytes, Gatorade is scientifically formulated so you never stop competing. Rehydrate, replenish, and refuel after the match. Thank you again to our proud partners for today's event. Our premier partners, Toronto FC and the Canadian Premier League. Our program partners, Gatorade, as well as our premier partners, BMO, and official apparel partners, O'Neill's Sportswear. On behalf of our tremendous technical crew, my name's Nico Cardarelli. Thank you for tuning in. We've got one more match to go today at 5:15 p.m. Eastern. It's the under-17 girls final between Markham SC and Borussia Dortmund International Academy Waterloo. And you can catch the action live at the OPDL Cup finals here at the Ontario Soccer live stream broadcast and on the new and exclusive My Soccer app powered by BMO. We'll be back at 5:15 with more of the 2025 OPDL Cup.